Hey guys and welcome, this is Hot Alpha Female, and for this week I want to answer a question that one of my blog readers asked me to answer for her, and I'm going to do it by video response. So this one's for Silveride, and I'm going to read out the question because I can't remember it off by heart. And she was like, okay, this was on my article on the no contact rule, which is basically as when you break up with someone that you don't contact them for a period of time, and whether it be a month, 3 months, 6 months, or like ever again. And she was like saying, my guy and I have been together for about 3 months. Things were mostly great until I discovered, one, he was active. He had an active profile on a dating website. I didn't call him out on this though and wanted to see if he would say anything. And two, he's lately been very busy and unable to meet up. So after our last date, I texted him and he never replied or got in touch with me. Basically, he applied the no contact rule for 3 weeks. So I assumed it was a breakup and deleted his phone number and his email. Now suddenly I get a text message from him saying, Hi there, haven't heard from you for some time. How are you? It's a little annoying because he was the one that cut the contact first, but his text makes it seem like I did it. I'm wondering if the 3-week no contact rule was his equivalent of taking a break before things get too serious, or simply testing the waters to see if I can be a booty call. Your take on this would be really appreciated, given he's an Aussie bloke as well. Thanks. Well, I don't know whether Aussie guys act any different to any other guys, actually, but thank you for that. Now, there's so many things that I want to say about that as I read that. The first thing is that guys usually don't know about the no contact rule, and they don't really apply it in that term. Like, guys can usually be very off and on. So 1 minute they could be like totally into you, and then like the next minute they need to pull back. And this is just something that they need to do, and it doesn't mean that they're not interested in you. Sometimes it just means that, like you said, they need to take a break before things get too serious. And so in this case, I think this is what your guy is doing. He's just taking a breather. The fact that he has an online dating profile as well is a bit weird though, and that doesn't kind of sit with me. But at the same time, most guys are very like commitment phobic, and some a lot aren't, but a lot are. And so what he's doing, I think, is trying to keep his options open, and he doesn't want to get into anything too serious. So, when he took those 3 weeks off, maybe it didn't feel like 3 weeks for him. Maybe he was out dating, and what you have to kind of realize or kind of figure out is whether or not that relationship you had with him, you said you'd been with him for 3 months, whether that's actually whether he said to you, look, we're exclusively dating for 3 months, or whether you're just casually dating, meaning to say you can go out and date other people and still like do whatever it is that you want to do. So in terms of the no contact rule, I mean, how do you feel about that? I mean, are you prepared to be with a guy who can cut the contact with you, out of the blue, and then just, call you whenever he feels like it? Or do you want someone who gives you more of a consistent kind of like attention span, if you want to call it that? So that would kind of be like my advice. I don't know whether that's really advice, but I mean, all I can do is share my own experience, and I've had a couple of guys who do this to me, and what I've ended up doing is just kind of like writing them off the list, like, potential dating list, kind of, or like expectation list. And you just kind of like, okay, you go hang out with your friends and you go have a good time. You don't really think about them too much. Like, you don't obsess over them or anything. You just go and enjoy your life. And if they do message you, then, message them back. And see, a lot of guys, takes them a while to warm up to this whole relationship thing. So if you are enjoying your own life and having a good time and just really happy with yourself, then this guy will be like, hang on, like, well, she's like a good catch, and he'll like want to go chase you. However, if you're like pinning off everything that he's saying and always being available and just always like, you know, ready to go out on a date with him, then he'll be like, doesn't she have a life besides me? Like, is there something wrong with her that I'm missing? So what I would suggest in your situation is, you know, reply to me if you want to. Don't look at it as a breakup or anything like that, but just, you know, lay off and enjoy your own life. And if he texts you, message you, you can message him back, and just take it from there. You know, don't look at things like, you know, black and white. There are definitely areas of grey when it comes to relationships and dating, so be mindful of that. Don't lose heart, and hopefully that advice helped you out. So that's it for this week. I'm trying to keep these really short, and hopefully I haven't gone over 5 minutes already. But I will see you guys next week on 5-Minute Find a Man Mondays. All you have to do if you want a question answered is email me at hotalphafemale@live.com, and I'll answer it in the next video response. So have a great week, guys, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.